All right, guys, it's been a while since I have used the iChessONE, and they have made some updates to the apps that I thought that you might should see. So first of all, we go right here to settings. If we go into game settings, you can see where they've done the board brightness, intensity. You have different settings for that. Now you can only highlight only your opponent's moves if you want to do that. So effectively, you can turn off your LEDs or whatever if you want. And also you can actually do pre-moves, and so it's limited just to doing one move, which kind of makes sense because I've been testing out and you can really get confused on a real board doing pre-moves. So let's back out, play a game online, and what we're going to do is we're going to test out this pre-move feature, and well, let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So my first move, if somebody set this game, I'm going to play D4 and Knight F3. All right. So once you let everything get set, now game aborted. Ah, man, why did you do that? All right. Let's go back and do that again. All right, white, and go ahead and start. So let's see what we got now. All right. So we're waiting on the opponent. Somebody starts. So anyway, my first two moves are going to be D4, Knight F6, and I'm going to make those two moves on my first move to show you just how well it works. Again, I'm not going to be pre-moving throughout this game left and right, but I might just do it just a couple of times just to demonstrate how this works. And this really is a big time saver as well. So let's go ahead, D4, Knight F3. Now watch this, on my opponent move. It's going to automatically make, see, boom, just like that. It made my move Knight F3. So I'm going to go, so he goes here. So now it's my move. So he must have pre-moved as well. So let me see. If I go G3 and bishop to G2. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and pre-move those and see what happens. See, just like that. So there you go. So I'm going to, again, like I said, I'm not going to try to do too much pre-moving here because I don't want to mess myself up here, but I just want to make the point of showing you how the pre-moves work. All right. So that's interesting. Let's go C4. See where he goes with this opening. I'm assuming he's going to play knight to maybe. So you got to make a developing move here. The only thing that makes sense. Okay, so he did not. He played that move. Now that's something. All right. Well, we're just going to go ahead and develop as normal. Okay, he goes here. So let me see if I'm going to try. Let me see how to crack this. Okay. I think a useful move here, just go ahead and go H3. Let me make haste here, as they would say. Just to keep that knight out, because in some cases at night I wanted to develop my bishop to here, so I wanted to just keep that knight out. I think I'm gonna reserve pushing E4 yet, because I want to stay a little flexible in that region. Because I don't know if I want to push E3, because in some cases he can get a bishop on H6 to attack my rook, and maybe I don't want to push that pawn just yet. Okay, so he now takes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, normally you should kind of want to take, go ahead and trade the bishops, but I'm not going to, I should do that because again, I don't think my white squares are that weak around my king because I haven't pushed E3. That's another point. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and swap the bishops. So that way, because in effect, if I don't do it now, his bishop would be slightly more, I ain't gonna say more powerful than mine, but again, he'll have a little pressure there. There's no need to have that pressure right there for no reason. And again, my white squares aren't terribly weak around my king, only because I haven't pushed he goes here only because I have not pushed E4 yet, or E3. Some kind of way, I'm hoping to get my queen on the F3, but I haven't really deciphered how to do that yet. But first things first, I need to get my bishop, I need to get my rook off of this diagonal here in case if he get his bishop to F6. Just all of these are just normal moves. Again, making normal moves really does a lot for your position sometimes. You don't have to do anything crazy. You just want to, especially because don't forget, you're still in the opener. We've only made 13 moves here. And I mean, the way as fast and as easy it is to access opening material these days, you know, it is very easy to make a mistake and give somebody an advantage here. So I'm gonna just push here, keep his knight out of my house here a little bit. You don't want him to be up in it too far. I might even have to do a switcheroo. Okay, so he does that. That's kind of what I thought he might do. Let's see. I don't know, should I? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that knight. We're gonna go ahead and get that out of here because we don't even want these kind of problems. Because again, we don't even want this problem here down here. So we're gonna go ahead and take this knight. He's gonna take back probably with his pawn. And I can see that he also can check, but then I'm just gonna push F3. Though I don't have to. Yes, I should. Because in some cases, hold on, let me move his queen. In some cases, if you get like a deadly check on knight to F6, if you've already pushed E4, he can have you sort of in a windmill type situation. I guess I won't be able to trade that knight after all, but we'll see how this goes. I guess I should not trade it. Yes, I guess I should not do that. I'll tell you why. Because if I did take this and he takes back with his pawn, it kind of will have my knight a little stranded there. So I'm going to just go ahead and move that back. Okay, so he goes here. So now, we're going to hop into here to get, yeah, let's get off the line of that rook. Although he do have a semi-open file on this, you know, for the C file. But let's just see what he does with it. I always get these types of positions where I get myself sort of in a bind, but I don't mind playing, you know, in these types of positions. See, that's an advantage to be able to play in positions that feel a little cramped, but now this is not a good move here. This is definitely not a good move because he's kind of giving me, kind of relieving some pressure here that would otherwise be to his benefit. Likely he should take with the pawn here because if he takes with the knight, I am not going to take that. I'm going to just back this up. Now, I will take, maybe I should take the knight now after this. Because again, don't forget, this gives me flexibility to get my bishop back on F2 to push E4 to kick his knight. I can also do that as well. But actually, I don't even want to take that knight. Actually, he done the right thing because I was actually going to go knight to E4. Make sure that there's no trickery here because sometimes you got to watch some trickery. And I'm always eyeing that knight, because that knight could cause some serious problems here. Not too concerned with that right there. Let's just go ahead and do this. Let's just go ahead and go here. Get up and kind of oppose his queen a little bit. Actually, I got not a real threat, but there is some situations where if he let me move my knight, and then I could x-ray his knight, and then because his queen is unprotected. So when two queens are facing each other, and one is x-raying the other one, and your queen is unprotected, you might want to just double check before you get too ambitious, because in some cases that could. In fact, I'm threatening right now with taking rook takes knight. Actually, I actually missed that. But again, talking and trying to play chess at the same time is not an easy task. I can tell you that. Okay, so ooh, no. But what I could do, I could mess with him a little bit. No, I couldn't do that. I was thinking if I went to. I don't know. I can mess with him here a little bit. I'm going to see what he does. I'm going to go out on a limb here and do this. I think I may see a... No, I don't know, because if he goes... Yeah, I can actually do that. He can't really do anything about that. Because if he takes, and I just takes, and that's it. All right. We're going to go here. I'm about to speed up here a little bit. I'm going to give him a little tactic and see how he like this. So if he moves his knight, then that way I can go to, depending on where he put his knight, I could also have access to D6 with my knight, which is being protected by the queen and hitting his queen. So this here is the type of moves I like to have, where give your opponent a lot of options and also a lot of ways to mess up, which is really not that hard to mess up. I mean, if I were him, I would just probably just take the knight and just be done with it. Because it is a blitz game after all. Just take the knight, give me his knight, and then push like push something like push B5, for example. Okay, so he goes here, and I knew he was going to do that. So let me double check before I do anything rational here, irrational. So if I go here, yeah, I can absolutely go here. He does have a move with bishop to bishop to B2, actually. That is a move. I mean, I think I can still win a pawn back. Let me see. Yeah, I can. If we do some exchanges here, don't forget B6 is still weak. And I still will have like knight to D6 at some point or something. So yeah, I kind of figured he would do that there. That is okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and take... Wait a minute. Should I take his queen first? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and threaten his queen. Yeah. Let's do that. But don't forget, B6 is still weak. Oh, man, I slipped that. Oh, not really. I mean, I threatened his... Yeah, I could have... Yeah, if he takes mine, yeah, it's okay. I slipped the move. I still thought I was on B3, but I'm still saved because I'm still threatening his knight that is absolutely for free. And his B6 is still weak. Woo, some weird tactics going. Well, it's making him think, though. He's down to some seconds here. Let's see what he does. He takes here, and I'm going to take that queen. I'm sure he's going to take rook. Put a little pressure and go a little fast here. And I'm still hitting two pieces here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. Let's go ahead and take that. Okay, go here. And then we're gonna go to here. Yep, I won on time, yep. So anyway, my little tactic there, I'm not sure if it was good or not. I'm actually gonna analyze this game. But again, remember my last video, I think I said this thing. If you, one thing that, I think his name is, what is his name? I forget his name, but he made the book, he wrote the book, Think Like a Grandmaster. Kotov, I think that's his last name. One of the things he mentioned in that book is having an unexpected check and what it can do psychologically to your opponent. But what I have found over the years of playing chess, not only will do an unexpected check, but an unexpected threat and an unexpected tactic can have the exact same effect where it can throw your opponent off. Anyway, that is the demonstration of the pre-move, followed up by a pretty fantastic game.